It's Crowborough Athletic taking on the Jersey Bulls with the 1 o'clock kickoff today. And for those who've tuned in, you'll see at the front of the queue, behind the assistants, is the returning Johnny Lacane, who will captain the side today in the absence of James Carey. Well, the Bulls have got a really strong squad today. Lorne Bickley returns to the starting lineup. There's no Fraser Barlow, there is no Toby Ritzemer, but there is a good bench with Ray Santos back, James Sunley and James Carr. Keeping his place in goal is Piers Roche, making his 6th appearance in a row. And after a really busy December, the Bulls have at least had a week off to just relax a little bit, perhaps get some of the stiffness out of those legs and get ready in what will be now the real push towards playoff promotion and a chance maybe to move back-to-back up through to Step 4 football. Still a long way to go. The Bulls have got at least 17 games left in the regular season, and they come up against a side today, Crowborough Athletic, managed by Sean Muggeridge and affectionately nicknamed the Crows. Well, they have a decent side out again today. Not many changes from their last outing, which was over 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago Saturday, in fact. They've not played since, and so they're likely to be fresh as well. For the Bulls, it's all about getting points on the board, winning these games on the road, and today they have a real chance to get on to the heels of their next opponents, the Brickies of Sittingbourne, who they will take on next Saturday, again in a 1 o'clock kickoff. But before then, there is business to take care of here on the road at Crowborough. Elliot Powell will no doubt have taken that time during the week to make sure everything that he plans is meticulously drilled and the players know exactly the game plan today. Referee in charge this afternoon is Connor Griffin, assisted by Darren Kempson and William Pryor. Captains in the middle there, just exchanging the rosettes. And they'll put those, no doubt, in the cabinets or on some wall in some dusty office somewhere. For the home side, Tom Boddy is the captain. And he is just waiting for the referee, who has tossed the coin. Formalities are dealt with. Bulls in their away kit, the white with the pink trim. And it looks like it will be the home side who will get the kickoff. Connor Pring just doing a few keepy-uppies on the halfway line. And on this near side, Ayula, who looks to be attacking down the right-hand flank. And on the far side, Pearson. Well, the Bulls will go from right to left. Mr. Griffin is ready. Everyone else is ready. Watches are set. Players in position. And we're underway. Well, a long ball to this right-hand side. Looking for Goldsmith, who's going to operate on that right flank with Ayula ahead of him. Through the middle is Samuel Schmeichel. S.J. Giles gets the ball down the line, looking for Bickley. Big man back in the side today. Will no doubt want to get his 2026 off to a flyer with a goal or two, perhaps. Ball's just dealing with it in the middle as Watson to Trotter. And again, a little bit of head tennis going on as Cavallio flicks it over. Looking for Bickley, and he adds that extra height to the Bulls' front three, which is looking to be Bickley through the middle, Lekim Amati on the right, the goal scorer of the first last week. At home, of course, with that free kick on 8 minutes. And on the left-hand side, not where he normally lines up, is Miguel Cavallio. Prefers it to start on the right, but today on the left again. In the middle of, with Watson is Trotter. And of course, Kilshaw. Long ball forward again. Campbell with Watling in the back today, in the absence of Kerry, but he started, of course, last week as right back. So John LeCain just fitting in as the ball is headed forward again. Campbell misclears, but Jay Giles there gets rid of it. As the ball goes to Pring, he looks to play it out to that far side. Lucky Mati intercepts, but he slips. Kilshaw now has a bit of time to have a little look up, looking again for that first time ball through the middle. Bickley will be a big target, of course, as Pring again gets another touch. Back it goes to the skipper. Body, and then Campbell. Well, Pring gets lucky there as Kilshaw gets a bit of the ball, but not enough to take it off him. Switched again out to that left-hand side, looking for Pearson in the middle again. Busy is Pring. Tries to switch it, blocked though. Ball's come up with it, Watson. Nice little touch into Trotter to Bickley. Looking for some help here, has to get the pass going backwards as Roche does really well there as the oncoming Samuel Smickle just tries to close him down. Both sides just trying to find a little bit of a play where they can keep possession, but it's back and forth at the moment. And the ball closed down again by Francis Lekimamati. Now the Crows, last time out, drew 1-1 with Eastbourne. Battle in the middle there by Lambden. And the Bulls get the throw in. Or the weapon of Johnny LeCain, of course, the throw, the long bomb. As he launches one down the line, looking for Bickley again. Kilshaw flicks it up. Forward again from Lambden. Slipping in the middle is Muggeridge. And then flicked on by Muggeridge, looking for the run down the side of Samuel Smickle, and down he goes. Free kick given against Watling. Looked like it was a bit of a 50-50 there, but maybe just Watling leaning in too much as Smickle goes down and wins a free kick in a decent position for the Crows. Chance now to get one into the box as the Bulls line up the wall. Of course, they won't be allowed to have the wall from there. Pierce Roche organising, covering that near post. His near post, the left-hand side of the screen, the right for him. And around the penalty circle is where the Crows will just perch for now. Got some numbers forward in there. Bulls will just have to stay alert. And it comes near post, flicked on. And it's picked up again on this side by Mayhew. Tries to get the ball back and across. Goes behind, but not the best free kick there from the home side. Need to really put a bit more pressure on the Bulls there, but didn't. A bit of a waste of an opportunity perhaps for them. Just inside the first 5 minutes. I'll be interested to see how the Bulls play today and how the Crows respond. Bulls now back on a decent number of games, 25 played, having ticked off 7 in December as the ball comes back quickly from the Pierce Roche kick, which is not the best, and Jay Giles under a bit of pressure. He gets a push in the back, does he? Well, nothing given, although the Bulls have won the free kick. Protesting there is Ayula, but it's going to be a Bulls throw. Giles flicked on by Trotter. Cavallo trying to find Bickley, cut out in the middle there by Body. Cross goes Pearson, but that will bounce out. And neither side yet really settled into this opening few minutes. Bickley again, flicks it on. Dealt with there by Reed. Watson with a bit of an up and under here. Bickley gets the head on it, looking for Cavalier, who steps offside. And the flag goes up. Just taking their time here as they put a bit of a high ball up, a little bit of flight on that one. Watling clears. And again, back and forth, another long ball forward, a chance to run as well. Dangerous there, as it looked like there was an arm from Watling onto Samuel Smickle, who goes down, but Roche gets there and collects. But looking at that again, definitely looked like it was a hand, and the ball was perhaps a bit lucky to get away with not conceding a free kick, even a penalty there where it was just inside. As they look to release Leki Mamati, going across there is Reed. Leki Mamati keeping him trapped in that corner, but he's got out well. Plays it inside, sliding in is Kilshaw, who wins it, and it will be a goal kick. Well, suddenly game starting to come to life. Touch there for Holmwood. Short ball again. Just looking for a pass here, but back it will go to Holmwood again. Back again from Mayhew, and it's a slow build-up here. The ball's not really putting too much pressure on the back four. Chance there for Lambden to play a long ball forward, and it's found the run there of Goldsmith, who gets the ball in first time. Campbell gets there for the Bulls. So often he's so good at just spotting the danger. Years of experience, of course, and just knows exactly where to be at the right time. Jay Giles will come. Just got to watch out for that long lens in front of him. Make sure he doesn't get caught on camera or by the camera. Picked up again by Pring. Forward it comes through the middle. Muggeridge. Now Ayula trying again to find the target man, the number 9, Samuel Smickle, who's not been found this time, and a battle there in the middle between Lambden and Trotter. And then body goes back. Maybe just a little bit more from the Bulls here, a bit more energy. Again, this time for Pearson, who's come back to pick it up. Has a little look up. Same ball, Giles flicks it on, but he only flicks into the pass of Goldsmith, into the penalty box, shoots! Well, he hits the side netting, and a good chance there for Marcus Goldsmith, getting down that right-hand side. He's looked pretty lively on the overlap in the early first few minutes here this afternoon, and had a chance there. Maybe had a little bit more time than he thought. He could have tested Piers Roche in the end. A little bit of slice on the shot, which hits the side netting. The Bulls need to be wary of. Not the best kick there from Roche. It's flicked on by Watson. Inside, lovely flick on by Kilshaw. Now to Trotter. Trotter can get a bit ahead of steam ahead of him. Looking now for Bickley. Does his downside? He gets the shot off Bickley. Well, it looks like the flag stays down, and Lorne Bickley, you'd expect him to have done better, and maybe that's just having not played for a couple of weeks, that match sharpness, but onto his left foot, and he snatched a little bit at that and drags it past the face of the goal, which will lead to a goal kick. Oh, chances coming at either end, neither causing either goalkeeper any sort of test. Another high-flighted ball again from the Crows, and it's just Muggeridge who flicks it towards the corner. Samuel Smickle goes across, trying to get past LeCain, tries to, well, he does, he gets on the inside, whips it across. And again, not quite finding the target, but has certainly caused more balls to be brought on, as a couple have disappeared behind the Roche goal already. That netting not catching the Crows so far. Another Another long ball again from Roche. Better from him this time. Ayula. Trotter now to Carvalho. Good ball inside again to Trotter. Trotter trying to reverse it through, but can't find Bickley. Pring again. There's a bit of space. Killshaw comes towards him. And you just feel that the Bulls need to do a little bit more of that, need to be a bit more on the press, not giving too much space, and they're allowing the Crows just to think about where they want to play the ball. That's a nice little touch into Muggeridge, but Watson wins it. And then the chance is, well, no, the flag is up. Didn't think that Bickley was onside. Looked like he'd gone way too early again. Might have been interesting what would have followed with Homewood. Bickley just being told by Mr. Griffin to give it 10, and he slowly ambles backwards. Now again, Mayhew in towards Samuel Smickle. Back to Ayula's done well, keeping hold of possession here. Whipped across there, looking for, looks like it was played in there by Lambden, but couldn't find his intended target. Matty bundled off it by Pring, and then Reed wins it back. Nice little drop of the shoulder there from Pring, keeps possession. Oh, the sun is out here at the home of Crowborough Athletic. As again, they have time at the back here just to build something. Nice turn again from Pring. Through the middle is the plan. Campbell gets enough on it. Watling then to Trotter. Jay Giles gets it back. Short space here. He's trying to play it through. Carvalho does get a touch, but Goldsmith does really well. Shows his strength there. Back to Mayhew, and good football there from the Crows. And again, nobody's coming except Pring, who can just pick it up, have a little look around. Back again to Mayhew. Through the middle. Well, I'm not sure the ball was intended there, but it's Goldsmith who does well to keep hold of it. Trotter, does he flick it off? No, it's going to be a throw in for Goldsmith. Again, looking for the number 9, Samuel Smickle. Trotter picks it up, tries to get away, gets pressured. Trotter now cuts inside, nice play from him, looks for the ball, far side. Is Bleki Mamati going to get on his bike? He is, but he's not going to get to it. This is too much on it from Trotter, but the right idea. Looking to spread the play quickly. The Bulls do that well when they do it, especially they pull sides across left and right, create space, create gaps. This time, too much on it, but this pitch, despite the weather, must have been in pretty good nick. Again, Samuel Smickle, lovely ball inside. Chance now for Ayulis, gets past one, still going. Ayulis into the box. Watling gets across, cleared there by Giles, but really good trickery from Brady Ayula, who just gets in and around, but Goldsmith keeps it alive, and ducking under it is Carvalho. Trotter again. Giles now, first time ball, looking for Bickley. Bixie, lovely header into the run there of Carvalho. Carvalho up against Mayhew. Carvalho's going to take him on. Can he get past him? Well, he gets the ball in. Headed clear by Body. Not sure he got the call, but he certainly got the head on it. Jay Giles takes it quickly to Carvalho now. We'll try again, can he, to get past Goldsmith. Goes back to Giles. A little bit tight in that corner, but good run there. Giles in again, looking for Bickley, doesn't quite reach him. And then stepping forward is Watling, does well. Watling now gets the ball out to Carvalho. Onside, he seems to be. He's going to run at Goldsmith. He gets the ball into the middle, tries to, intercepted though. Good defensive work from the Crows here. Well, Cavalio's got away from Goldsmith this time. Now into the box. Cavalio, can he square it? Flicked on, far post. Well, arriving is Lecky Mamati. It looks like Bickley gets the flick at the near post, but Homewood gets onto it there and does well, the young keeper. Well, the Bulls creating all of a sudden chances on that left-hand flank with Cavalio. Homewood does well. Could have gone anywhere. Again now, chance to break again. Ayula will give chase. Across comes Campbell, does well, uses his shoulder there, nudges him off the ball. Giles quickly trying to release Bickley. Bickley, lovely touch there to Killshaw. Killshaw with a bit of running, gets brought down. Good challenge coming in, free kick though. Mayhew taking Killshaw, not the ball. Killshaw just won it. The Bulls were in flight there, catching the Crows retreating. Played short, Giles now. Forward he comes. Will clip it towards the far side, looking then for Bickley, who slides in as he maybe just struggles to keep his footing. Oh, and that's a heavy challenge. It's going to be a booking, you think, for Luke Campbell there. Straight away, he's shown. He slides in. Can't see really the difference between that challenge and the one that was put in on Joe Killshaw moments ago, but the referee's decided enough is enough, and Luke Campbell goes into the book. Well, the Bulls just starting to play a bit more, but it's also just showing that the Crows, when they nick that ball in the middle, can equally try and get forward themselves. Game starting to get into a rhythm and starting to come alive. Again, long ball forward, doesn't find anyone, but it does get picked up there in the middle by Lambden. And then the Bulls try and force back the Crows. Flicked on by Muggeridge, but Watson is there, plays it up to Bickley. Bickley has a bit of space, needs a bit of help here, tries to bring it out to this side, gets caught in the challenge, but the ball's still alive and he gets there ahead of Ayula. Quicker play here all of a sudden. Now Giles goes long, looking for, no doubt, the run. Well, this time it's Trotter and he's got a chance and he smashes it into the back of the net. Is it going to count? It is. Well, there is a load of arms raised by the Crows, but the goal will stand, and it's Adam Trotter. It's a lovely ball. It's Luke Watson who plays it back to Campbell. A little look up. The ball is played through the middle. Trotter has escaped. They're all expecting it to be Bickley. Bickley doesn't make the run. Trotter does. He just lets it bounce once, and he smashes it past Homewood. And it's the Bulls who have the lead, and it's Adam Trotter who has the goal. Jersey Bulls take the lead. Crowborough 0, Jersey Bulls 1. Well, the referee's got his book out, just recording the time of that goal. And it is the Bulls who all of a sudden have just started to play a bit more. It's allowing the Crows as well to get into their pattern, but lovely ball over the top. The run is timed by Trotter, and the rest is history. Back it goes to Homewood. He had no chance with that shot from Trotter. He couldn't have hit it any sweeter. Well, chance for the Crows just to regroup here, get together, as it's flicked forward by Mayhew. Flicked on, but into the hands of Piers Roche. Well, the Bulls will be happy to get that early-ish goal. Just under 20 minutes played when the goal went in. As the Bulls now battle again and pick it up with Cavalio. Now Giles. Trotter again, the goal scorer. Score's now been corrected, and the goal, of course, is for the Bulls. So if anyone just tuned in thinking the Bulls were down, they weren't. They're up. And Jay Giles is on the ball and he goes for the route one ball again. Lovely flick on Ken Cavallio. Well, not quite, but you can see the difference Lorne Bickley makes. His height, his ability in the air, and just getting those little deft touches onto the ball. This time, not quite into the path of Cavallio, but you can see the difference he's already making in this first 20-odd minutes here. Oh, the Crows just being rattled a little bit here, perhaps. Long, long way to go. Long ball again, though. Watling with the header, goes down, but he gets it to Lekimamati, who pretty deep in his own half here. Watson now trying to get the charge going as it's Lekimamati who continues his run. Now far side, Lekimamati, anyone arriving? Here comes Trotter, can he get there? Oh, he's about to pull it, and the shot does come in from Bickley, who's put it out the ground over the stand. But all of a sudden, Trotter popping up in the right place. You could see he just got there. He had a little bit of time, but a good challenge. Looks like it may well be. It's Pring, in fact, who slid in. It maybe just got caught, but he had to get there because Trotter was ready to fire another one on the Crows' goal. Pring is back up. Forward he comes again. Flag this time. May well have gone on. It has on this near side. And the Crows sought the help of the assistant on the first goal. Didn't get it, but the ball's just time. The step out. Exactly right. And these are the games the Bulls are going to need to win. Crowborough, a promoted side as well last season. And the Bulls need to, based on their recent performances, come here and get all three, of course. There is no guarantee of that. Crowborough look well organised. Sticking to their task well, putting pressure on as well. Could be an interesting afternoon. This early kickoff. The game at 3 o'clock that a few eyes should be on will be the Whiteleaf Sittingbourne game. Of course, if Whiteleaf take all three there, the gap closes. And the Bulls will have a chance next week to go to Sittingbourne, where they've had success in the not that distant future, past even, where they were successful in an FA Cup tie a couple of seasons ago, following a replay. And if they can take one at the Brickies, take all three there, all of a sudden it gets interesting. But a long, long way to go yet, as the first hurdle to get over is the Crows. Well, Samuel Smickle there just chasing that one, but never really had any chance of getting it. Again, LeCain with a long throw. Played back by Pring to LeCain, who launches one. Mayhew goes across. Ball's just trying to close off the avenues there, but Body picks it up. To Goldsmith. And as the pace has just picked up here, that run, or the couple of runs we saw from Goldsmith, just seems to have been curtailed. Although he's looking to make a little run in front of us here. And it's gone up on that right-hand side as Body has time. Back to Muggeridge, who's dropped back. Long ball again, but not really gotten hold of well, but it's been picked up in the middle by Lambden. Lambden looking again for Samuel Smickle, who goes down. Free kick given against Watling. Again, 50-50 challenge it looked to be, but Mr. Griffin feels there was a foul by Watling, and ball is taken quickly by Muggeridge, rolls it out far side. Played in, looking for the head there. Well, flag is up. Bulls will get the free kick. One thing the Bulls have done well so far is they've stepped out on those offside calls. And they've got them all right. Be careful though. There's Roche. Gets a decent clearance this time. Hit and miss so far, some of the clearances from the ball stopper. Campbell does the sensible thing, just puts the ball out. Back it is to Mayhew. Again, can play it across the back line to the skipper. Steps forward. Lambden again. Time to turn. Ball's just allowing a little bit of play here as Muggeridge. Well, Campbell slips, but Watling gets there. Mayhew again, but Watson. And then Bickley, and he can't bring it under control. Mayhew back to Holmwood. We've just had that drop off again. Some bursts of energy, and now back to a bit more of a chess match here, looking the Crows to just unlock the Bulls' defence and maybe get a ball that flies past Roche. The Bulls still just holding their shape. Good flick on this time. Giles does well. Campbell then forward again, looking for Bickley, but Mayhew steps up at the right time. Pring into the feet of Samuel Smickle, gets past Watson. Far side, gets it out to Pearson. Pearson now with a chance to run. In fact, it's Reid who's on the overlap. Reid into the middle, Roche into the air. And the Bulls go quickly with Lacane down the right-hand side. Again, looking for Bickley, but Mayhew gets there first. Cavallio slips. Challenge. Oh, a lovely back heel by Jay Giles there now. Cavallio to Giles. Can the Bulls capitalise on this? A little bit of momentum forward. Back to Trotter. The Crows are back in numbers though. Watson looks to get a ball in that. Well, Trotter's done really well. He's nicked it off Pring. Trotter now through, looking for Bickley again behind him. And again, long ball forward, which Roche will deal with. Well, it is back and forth again. It's again just picked up slightly. Watling now coming forward. Oh, a sliding challenge by Samuel Smickle. Free kick is given. Elliot Powell's arms are raised as clear foul there. Watling brought down in full flow. Elliot Powell doesn't look particularly amused on the far side. Bulls have the free kick, get on with it. Giles. Bickley's being held up, does well enough to get it off to Trotter. Now Cavallio again will go against Goldsmith. Cavallio gets past him, whips it into the middle far post. It's an own goal. As Lecky Mamati is stepping in, it looks like Reid has just turned it past the keeper, and it's the Bulls' second. Well, the pressure was there. It's Cavallio down the left-hand side. His ball is in the danger area. When it's there, there's always a chance that something can happen. On this occasion, Reid unsure of Lecky Mamati's presence at the far post. And as he tries to clear it, he turns it past Homewood. And it's Crowborough Athletic 0, it's Jersey Bulls 2, and it's a Reid own goal. Well, we've had just half an hour played and the Bulls have doubled their lead, albeit by the mistake of Reid. But the pressure coming from Lecky Mamati didn't really necessarily give Reid much choice but to play the ball. Unfortunately for him, it goes the wrong side of the post and Homewood is beaten for the second time. Well, the Bulls can now build on this. Make a statement perhaps here this afternoon. Certainly having Bickley back is making a difference. Causing problems for the back pairing of Mayhew and Body. Lacane flying through the air. Picks it up inside to Watson, who, as always, puts that calm Luke head on it. Looking down the channel this time for Bickley, who's made a run to the right-hand side. Pring now. Trotter, who's been busy in this first half an hour. Scorer of the first goal, but also really putting pressure on, covering lots of ground. Mayhew's seen quite a bit of the ball as well. Back it goes. Body into Muggeridge. Short pass to Pring. Better here from the Crows, who's just holding possession. So you're trying to work your way through. Go route one, look for Samuel Smickle again. In fact, this time coming in off the wing is Ayula. Reverse ball, but cut out by Watson, who again just seems to be in the right place. And that ball will just be kept in here by Mayhew. To Pring. Goldsmith is down that right-hand side. Cavallio is back. Trotter is nearly as far forward there as Bickley. Back it comes to Lambden. Pring again. See the run there. There's the front two of Ayula there, and Samuel Smickle just trying to pull the balls around, but Samuel Smickle back, picking it up. And the ball's just doing enough here to force the Crows to return home. Homewood seeing a lot more of the ball now. Well, Bickley defending as the furthest forward player. Mayhew's done well though. Whips it out far side, looking for the flick on there from Pearson, who slips. Meki Mamati collects, then Watling. LeCain does well to keep it. And you can see that the pitch has had a lot of water, a lot of rain has fallen in the last week. And whilst the surface looks to be pretty decent, there's a lot of moisture, which means it's really slippy underfoot. And you can see the players, well, this time Meki Mamati not going down because of footing, but fouled. And a yellow card is shown. And it looks like Pring goes in the book for the foul on Leki Mamati. Well, cards, it's 1-1. Good position here for the Bulls as well. Connor Griffin is taking control. And Jay Giles with that left foot. I want to place this one. Can he do another cross like he did for the goal that it was the second goal for Lumsden last week? Of course, not playing now, but Giles again, sweet left foot, ball in, looking for the flick on, near post. It's going to be goal kick. But that ball from Jay Giles that was placed on the head of Lumsden was exquisite, to say the least. Pring now picks it up. Again, looking through the middle, but Giles cuts across. Giles again, and then Watson and Trotter and Leki Mamati starting to come into the game a little bit more here, having to work a bit harder inside. Trotter rolls it out to Watling. Looking for the runner, LeCain. That's not one he's going to get toward. There's a few more of the Jersey Bulls fans on that far side gathering. There's the Crows clear. Forward again. Ayula does well. Now Trotter has a chance to look up. Cavallio. The ball's looking more comfortable on the ball now, just trying to break down Crowborough side. Well, heavy touch by Cavallio, Givens the ball away, slides in, can't get there, ball through the middle, but Watling has done really well there, and he gets fouled, surely he does. Samuel Smickle just a little bit heavy with the challenge. Jamie Watling, one of the finds of the season, you'd say. 20-odd games in, he's played a lot of them. Whether he's had Giles, centre-back, Campbell, Kerry. Certainly had a number of different defensive central partners, but he's grown in stature. Here's a sign of the future. There's Watling again with the header. Campbell hooks it clear. Goldsmith nods it down. Goldsmith helping out again as balls just hold firm. Mayhew, Goldsmith down the line, looking for the run there of Lambden, who hooks it in first time. Good touch, brought down. Well, sliding in there though, fairly, is Lambden. Ball comes back to Lambden, tries a shot, it ricochets off. Lambden will try and get the Giles sliding in and clears it just enough for the balls to break out with a long ball from Kilshaw. Can't find Bickley, but battling hard again as the ball goes back all the way to Homewood. And again, just signs that the Crows are starting to find certainly their rhythm is getting better. They've conceded 2, but they're not out of this one. Just causing problems there. The ball's just about doing enough to hold out, but they come again here. Pring trying to orchestrate things, looking for Ayula, bursting down his Goldsmith. Goldsmith will get there and whips it back and across. Well, too far for everyone as LeCain quickly tries to break out. Huge up and under, but he can't keep it in. And another ball disappearing out of the playing arena. And Reid with the throw to Lambden. Lambden slips, keeps it alive somehow. Lucky Mamati back helping out. The ball's trying to be a bit too intricate perhaps, and then Watling thumps it forward, only as far as body, whip back across. Again now Muggeridge turns well. Pring involved. Goldsmith steps away from the challenger, Kilshaw. Keeping it flowing here. Still going, shot comes in. Well, good effort there. It's Pearson who's starting to get more into the game as well, who comes in off that left-hand side and takes the shot right-footed, but he can't find the target. And it's the Crows who all of a sudden just find themselves a little bit in terms of possession in the ascendancy. And looking threatening. Pushing the back surely there, but not given. Ayula picks it up. Inside again. Kilshaw gets there first, but he only finds Pring with his pass. Out on the far side it goes. Body again, and just a few issues, technical issues coming for those watching, and that's because of the cold weather. Can cause a little bit of issues with equipment, so just bear with it. As Crowborough again just coming to get forward, and a mistake there by Cavalier, but not costly as he gets back. Forward it comes. Still playing the ball around. Muggeridge. Good passage of play here for Crowborough. Pring there again. Bulls having to defend here. LeCain wants to get something going, and he's just done himself. He's gone round. Looks like Reid, and now LeCain just has to check as Reid gets back. Lucky Mamati now. Inside to Trotter. Trotter has a bit of space. Trotter turns inside. Trotter still going. Tries to find Bitley. Gets it. Well, the return ball doesn't reach him. Ayula does pick it up, though. Squares it. Lovely ball. Well, it would have been just too much on it for Pearson. The ball's going to have to be careful. Crowborough, when they get hold of it, quick to get the ball moving. Reid there on Lucky Mamati. Nothing doing. Long ball forward again. Watling with the header. Oh, another ball down that channel. Far side that Samuel Smickle won't get to. Well, last 5 minutes of this first half, and it's pretty much flown by again. It's the Bulls with their 2-goal advantage. Not a lot of work for either goalkeeper to do in terms of saves. And a lot of it's been about holding possession. A lot of play in the middle of the park without too much coming in terms of forcing saves or shots on target. Trotter again. A layoff for Lacane, who looks for the run here. Cavalier, can he get in behind Goldsmith? Not before he gets a touch on it. Nice header back to Holmwood. Again, long ball being dealt with. Pring again. Back to Holmwood. And the Bulls will want to try and keep this 2-goal cushion as they go into the break, but still a bit of work to do. Can't imagine too much time will be added, though. There's not been that much in terms of stoppages. The players pretty much flowed. A couple of cautions, no corners yet. So the ball has stayed in play a lot in this first 45 minutes. Still a few minutes to go here as the Crows look to get forward again. Pearson just doing really well, turning away from Lacane, trying to go inside. Lecky Mamati goes down, gets a touch on it, but the Crows still going. Flying forward here now. Well, foul is it? No, play on. Trotter picks it up. Trotter can get going himself. Needs a bit of help here, looking around left and right, can't see anything. Carries on. Gets away from Pring and plays it forward, which Body will get to first as Bickley ambles across, but wasn't really putting too much effort in there. The big man didn't need to, knew he wasn't going to make much from that pass. Again, bit of space for the Crows. Slowly build up here again. Can they snatch one before the break? If they can, it will make it a very interesting second half. Nice little bit of play by Muggeridge. Drops the shoulder, goes inside, tries to get it through. Nice touch by Ayula, but he can't find one of his players, one of his teammates in blue and navy. As the Bulls break away again. The Stripes doing well as again. Touched by Goldsmith. Giles with the throw. Trotter busy. Has been all through this first half. Giles again just drags it inside. Seen that so often from Jay Giles. Now Cavalier's had the better of Goldsmith a couple of times. This time checks and now gets a lovely reverse ball from Giles. Cavalier down the line, crosses it into the middle. Looking for Bickley, can't quite find. Bickley stayed far post. Ball's delivered into the middle there. Luke Watson there with some nice gold-trimmed boots. Looks like he may have invested in a new pair. Maybe got him off Santa. Here comes Jay Giles. They will try some distance. Well, not a bad effort from the left back for the Bulls. Just maybe slicing slightly across that. In the end, it goes harmlessly past. But again, getting more space. Last few seconds of this first half, you'd think here. Crows come again. Lovely ball through the middle. Pierce Roche is, well, he's just about. Well, it wouldn't have mattered. It was flag up, but Roche right on the edge of his area. Managed to get hold of the ball, kept his eye on it. Again, long ball forward, Cavalier getting a bit of success down that left-hand side. Going up against Goldsmith again, cuts inside. Looks for some support. Giles getting forward again. Back it goes to Campbell. And the ball's getting a lot more in terms of further up the pitch than they have. And now Lecky Mamati into the middle. Arriving there is Bickley. Gets a touch, can't turn it. Goalward. And it may well be that the touch has actually come from Body, and it's going to be the first corner in added time in this first half. And a chance here for Jay Giles to deliver one. And for Watling and Campbell to get forward. Can't be long left. The referee's just had a little look at the watch. This might be the first corner and the last action of this first half. So Giles now whips it towards the near post. Bentley flicks it on. Cleared only as far, well, nearly fell to Lacane. It does fall now to Killshot. Will he take the shot? He does. Well, he forces the first save of the first half from Homewood. It gets down to his left. No real pace or power in it. The referee blows. And that's the end of the first half. A first half in which the Jersey Bulls have scored a really good goal through Adam Trotter, breaching the offside trap. And then a little bit of fortune where the ball was played in. Lucky when Matty was arriving, but Reed turns it past his own goalkeeper. Well, that's it for the first half. It's Crowborough Athletic 0, it's Jersey Bulls 2. And we'll see you after the break. The players are out and the second half is moments away. The Bulls, with a comfortable 2-0 lead, will want to build on that in the early part of the second half. For the Crows, work to be done, but they have shown signs. They've been dangerous going forward. They've moved the ball quickly and at times have threatened to pull something off at the Bulls' end of the pitch, but yet still not forcing Pierce Roche into any sort of real save. So, with 45 minutes to play, a chance for the Crows to get back into this. And it will be, of course, the Bulls who will kick off the second half. Luke Watson is ready. Just waiting for the rest of the Crows to get into position. Not looking like there's been any changes as yet. Just confirm that as we have a little look around the pitch, but looks to be the same as starting 11s that will also begin the second half. Now Mr. Griffin has the players ready. Assistants in position, all the management teams in place. And for the second time this afternoon, in the early kickoff, we're underway. Watling gets the ball forward, looking again for Bickley. He flicks it on, and well, it's fallen nicely for Cavalier. First time in the first few seconds to get into the box. Cavalier squares it. Well, it's a good block in the end by Body, the skipper, but a real chance from that kickoff for the Bulls to try and snatch a third. But all of a sudden, here come the Crows at the other end. Muggeridge now just takes it and whips it out onto that right-hand side. Keeping the ball alive here, the Crows. Goldsmith. Cavalier thinks he's going to play it, but he comes inside. Again, Samuel Schmeichel on the far side. Goes down and slips perhaps. Free kick given. Just caught in the challenge. Referee just making sure whatever's going on there is curtailed. A bit of a coming together between Jay Giles, and it looks like it is Goldsmith. Not sure what that is over. It's been calmed, and the Crows have a free kick just on that far side of the pitch as they send some numbers forward. Bickley is back for the Bulls, adding a bit of height to the defence. In it comes, headed on by LeCain. It falls, the ball's clipped back inside. LeCain again, Campbell, hooked clear by Watling, but not far enough. Ball still alive, ball bouncing around. Campbell goes down, play on, nothing doing. Cavalier now, can he bring the ball away? He's got Trotter bombing on, he's got Bickley bombing through the middle. Trotter now, trying to find a bit of space, trying to square the ball, he does. Well, he can't get the ball through to Killshaw, but it's still alive with Watson. And then finally cleared up towards Samuel Schmeichel. Here they come again, the Crows. Lecky Mamati nicks it off Reed this time. And then LeCain. Oh, goes from one end to another in the blink of an eye. Reed now, nice place with Pearson. Reed inside, chance now. Schmeichel onside as he takes the shot. Well, he's gone in. It's hit the post, but it's beaten Roche at his right-hand side. It's caught the inside and just rattled in. And all of a sudden, the pacey start of the Crows in the second half has brought them within a goal. Well, it's a lovely ball by Reed in the build-up. It's picked up by Samuel Schmeichel. He stays on side. He has a little look up, and you can see he's aiming for that tightest of angle. Finds it to perfection. Takes the plaudits with a little bit of a dance that he's obviously been working on. And it's Crowborough 1, Jersey Bulls 2, and we are very much game on at the start of this second half. Well, the first real shot, the first real chance created by the Crows. They have a goal. And we are now counting Crows. It's the Crows with 1 and the Bulls with 2. And it's now really going to be about the next goal as the Bulls try and get forward. Good intervention there by Campbell. We can't be counting Crows out of it at this stage. They are very much back in it. And they will be buoyed by that. Tails will be up. Cavalier dispossessed. Giles helping out again. All of a sudden, the momentum has shifted. And they come again. Muggeridge. Bit of space, edge of the box. Tries the shot. Going to be a corner. Well, it took 45 minutes in the first half to see a corner. And within the first few minutes of the second, the first 5, we see the Crows will have a chance now. And what a chance this is to try and get level here. In it comes. Well, not the best corner. Hits the side netting. A bit of a waste, which is acknowledged there. And the Bulls can just breathe a little bit of a sigh of relief. The crowd in today, the home supporters are buoyed by that. And what looked like a bit of a canter at times is anything but now. The Crows are flying. Battling again is Bickley. Watson. So Watson's just caught there. Free kick for the Bulls here. Giles will look to send one towards the edge of the penalty box. Too close, but a good claim there by Holmwood and a quick release, but it's too quick. And the Bulls have it back with Lekima Matthews trying to get down that right-hand side, get away from Reed. He's got past him. Reed's done well and trapped back. Bulls will get a throw-in, a chance for Johnny LeCain. We haven't seen yet a long throw that penetrates the penalty box, but we're going to see one now. LeCain will look to launch one. He's not got much of a run-up here, just a couple of paces. In it comes, long throw, flicked on. Back it comes to LeCain, hook clear it is by Pearson. Picked up by Trotter, who keeps it in. Inside to LeCain. LeCain now clips it towards the far post, looking for Bickley, whose header goes into the arms of Homewood, and a quick release from him. Far side. Doing well is Ayula there. Bulls have broken it up. Reed wins it back. Now Body who did, he turns into trouble, then he turns into Bickley, who's just caught there. Mayhew. Goldsmith doing well, trying to get away from Cavalier, but slips as he does, cut inside. Campbell with a header. Well, very much now the Crows, who've got the wind beneath their wings, as it were. And the Bulls find themselves on the back foot. Giles plays it back inside, but he's given it away again. Crows keeping hold of it better now. And then Goldsmith tries to find a little bit of an angle, but Cavalier puts it out. You can definitely feel the buzz for the home fans who driving their side forward. Free kick given. Looks like a bit of a handball there. Goldsmith will take. Well, it's been the Bulls' goal, but it's been under siege more in this first 8 minutes than we saw in the whole of the first 45. Goldsmith will take. In it comes. Bickley with the header. Hooked away then by Cavallio. Kilshaw the furthest forward. Flick back inside. The goal scorer Samuel Schmeichel again, but he's offside as he comes back to pick the ball up. And the Crows really making a fist of this. As Roche will clear. Bickley flicks it on. Lucky Mamati the furthest forward. Bickley flicks it back in. Lucky Mamati again. Bickley, can he try and get there? Well, he does. Oh, he goes down, but a really well timed challenge there by Goldsmith. The Bulls keep it alive. Lovely back heel. Giles, can he keep it in? He can, but also arriving is Lambden. Oh, quick play again. The back heels we saw this time from Cavallio to Giles. We saw it the other way around in the first half, and then Watson picks it up. Giles beaten to it by Ayula. Watson again. Mayhew. And the Crows ball again. Want to get on with it quickly with Pring, but leaves it. And the Bulls may have to think about whether they need to make any changes to the personnel as Cavallio slips and goes down. Claims of offside. Campbell plays on anyway. Gets inside, gets away from Muggeridge. No offside given, and the Crows again coming forward. Lovely ball inside now. Lambden tries to step past Trotter. Trotter too wise for that one. Does come in again. Campbell with the header. Still alive. Shot comes in. McCain with the header, but the Crows still come. Now Reed goes up against LeCain, tries to cut inside. LeCain does enough. Corner to the Crows. Well, it's pressure on pressure on pressure here, and it's definitely building. This is the time now. You feel the Crows need to get another to make this count. And that would give us a highly entertaining, mouth-watering last half an hour. In it comes, far post. Well, it evades everyone. Kept alive, shot comes in, blocked. Ayuda tries to unload there. And then Trotter clashing there. Free kick given. They can't get out their own half here, the Bulls at the moment. Goldsmith has another chance from that far side. Can he make it count? Here it comes again. Watling just gets there first. Flag is up again though, and the Bulls, they've done it well. They've done it again here, just stepping up at the right time and catching one of the Crows offside. Well, there is a first change for the home side. Off is going Brady Ayula, and on is coming Jack Lyons. Well, another attacking option. Looks like a pretty much like-for-like switch there. Lyons scoring the goal in the draw with Eastbourne 2 weeks ago. He's going to get just over half an hour to see what impact he can make. But it is tight. And the Bulls with just that one goal to the better. Bulls finally into the Crowborough half. McCain to Kilshaw. Heavy touch, given away easily. Watling is there again. Long throw. Lions wearing the number 12 shirt. As it's played forward by Lambden, and well, it's a slip again as Watling just shadows Samuel Schmeichel. Pearson. Lecky Mati breaking it up, but it's picked up by Pring. He plays it forward. Pring gets it back. Watling is there again, battling hard, trying to get through. And it comes back to Lecky Mati. Nice back heel inside. Trotter, quick play. Good challenge there by Body. Samuel Schmeichel down again. Far side it goes. The Crows cut it out. Lambden. Well, Lions' first touch is to put it into. Play it off the park, and it's back with the Bulls. Another bit of an up and under. One for Bickley to chase. Mayhew across. Bickley closes his down. Now the Bulls warming up a few of their subs. They've got Carr, they've got the Santos, they've got Dunn, and they've got Sunday. So they've got some options. Good header by Cavallio. Kilshaw trying to battle. You'd think if there was going to be a change, it might be Harrow that we'd see the introduction of Dunn potentially in the midfield, but Crows are coming. Ball's whipped in, far post. Good hands from Roche. I think you see Stan Dunn perhaps replace Kilshaw as the obvious first change, but that's going to be for Elliot Powell to decide. Half an hour to play here. Close to call. Body again. To Pring, and of course, we've seen enough of players go down under the wet conditions. So there's always a chance playing across the back if it's a gamble. The ball might just fall to someone through a mistake. Hit the longer studs today. Again, back and forth it goes, picked up by Lambden. Trotter challenging, Giles half clears it. Lecky Mati then again looking for the run of Bickley. Mayhew does well. Cavallio picks it up. Cavallio now will have a chance to run against Goldsmith, trying to get past him, does so, far post. And again, it's the final ball that hasn't really been at the level it needs to be. Cavallio does the hard work. There was nobody at the far post. Even if there had been, that would have been a long way over. Just maybe gets a bobble. But again, needs a better quality ball into the box. Pring again. Muggeridge picking it up short. Near side to Body. Holmwood will just step forward a little bit. Goes long. Bring out to Goldsmith. Mayhew again. Goldsmith does well. Goldsmith still going. Trying to get down that right-hand side, but runs out of room. And a substitution is coming. And it's going to be a Bulls substitution. We're going to see Ryder Santos on. We're going to see Lecky Mati off. So again, the Bulls staying attacking here. Not seen Ryder Santos for a few weeks, but he's back, looks fit and ready to go. Lecky Mati put a good shift in today. And you might see a switch here for Cavallio. and over to the right with the Santos operating down that left-hand side. Looks like that's exactly what's happened. Killshaw. Carvalho tries to play it forward and scuffs it. And the Crows have it. And sliding around there is Pearson. McCain isn't. Again looking for Bickley. And you can see at times it's like there's ice out there, although there isn't, of course, but it's so wet. Players struggling to stay up. Back it goes to Homewood. Body. Struggling here with a little bit of the picture. A bit blurry as we've got a little bit of weather affecting the camera. Hard to see exactly what's happening at the moment, but just going to reset that. Technical fault, so apologies to those watching in. It will be rectified as soon as possible. And for now, just have to bear with this cold weather affects some of the equipment, but we're back again. No change to the score. But it is the Crows coming forward. Reed now. Still forward they come. Reed stays up. Nice ball inside. McCain gets there first, clears it down the line. Only as far as the skipper, Body. In the middle there is Pring, who plays it out to that far hand side. Trying to get the better there of Giles' Goldsmith. In it comes, but Roche claims quickly and releases it. Looking for the run here on this near side. Carvalho on his own, plays it reverse ball. Homewood will come, it won't matter, the flag is up. Well, just the delay there in the delivery of the ball was enough to catch Bickley offside. Again, well, space for Pearson near side. Chance now, can he get the ball into the box? He's going to try and go past the Kane. He does, far post it is. Shot comes in, well, slashed back and across the goal. Well, a nice crisp volley. Looks like it will have been Samuel Schmeichel on the far side, but he can't get his shot on target. And again, the Crows causing problems. It will be Roche. Long again from Roche. Gets another good clearance on this one. Flicked on. Watson. Killshaw. Trotter still busy. To Giles. To Santos, stays up, stays strong. Comes challenge on him, but he's so good at that shot from distance. Well, the radar not really reconnecting with the right boot there of Raider Santos. Been a bit out, of course, so probably just not, again, just quite match sharp. But it won't take long, you'd think, if he gets another couple of chances before he puts one on the target. As James Sunny warms up in the background, whether we'll see him. As the Crows still going in search of that equaliser. Samuel Schmeichel as well keeps it in. Just a little bit of, again, a lack of maybe just energy, just a little bit of a lull, as both sides still trying to find a way through as a late challenge. Lyons are going to find himself in the book, you'd think, as he's heavy challenge there. It's Adam Trotter who's cleaned up. And it looks like it is going to be a yellow card. This card looks like it was Lyons with the challenge, but who the refs awarded it to. Trotter is up. And the Bulls will have the ball back. It looked like it was Lyons who made the challenge, so I expect he's the one who's got the caution. Giles with the resulting free kick goes long, looking again for the header of either De Santos or Bickley. Trotter picks it up. Carvalho tricking his way past one. Now Trotter. Trotter tries to reverse the ball through to Killshaw. Can't get it to him. Pearson caught there as he play on, says the referee, as the Crows come forward. And there's a yellow card given. Looks to Killshaw. Or is it Watson for the original challenge? Look, it is Luke Watson who's picked up the caution. So Watson goes into the book. It will be for that first challenge that the referee allowed to slide as the ball was kept by the Crows and advantage was played. But now it's back with the Bulls as Bickley is brought down. Wants to get on with it. Caught by Mayhew, and all of a sudden these tackles, these challenges are coming late. Maybe a little bit of tiredness, perhaps. Maybe the state of the pitch underfoot is just starting to weigh heavy on the legs of the players. It looks like another card is given. There's going to be a change on the far side. Off is coming Pearson for the home side, and on is coming Duncan. It looks like it may be even a double change here. And off is coming Lambden, and on is coming Swainston. So 3 of 4 changes have been made. 5 are available, but of course there's only 4 on the bench for both sides today. Bulls have a free kick. "20 minutes to go." Good header again. The Bulls don't get much from that free kick, but they get the throw in. Will the changes for Crowborough make any difference? Trotter still battling hard in that middle. Given away. Long ball forward. Campbell with the header. Watson gets nudged by Muggeridge, does he? Free kick is given. Well, just getting a little bit more tasty here. As the passion and the enthusiasm continues. De Santos gets there. Free kick is actually on De Santos, and it's Goldsmith who's late. In a good position, which might be in De Santos' range. And there's going to be a change for the Bulls as James Sunley is getting ready. Whether he'll go into the middle or he'll maybe replace Carvalho, we'll see. Santos might fancy this. Certainly lining up as if he does. And whether he'll have a pop at Homewood here from distance. De Santos steps up, goes for it, hits the wall, which does its job. Carvalho tries to get there, but it's going to be a corner. Well, the first corner for the Bulls in the match. second, I should say. Giles got one just before the break. And it comes, near post, flicked on. Well, in fact, it's dealt with there. Looks like body. Cavalier thought he'd stolen through there, but free kick given. Substitution will now be made. It's Kilshaw who's going to go off. It's Sunley who will come on. And Sunley will just go into the middle of the park. Any reorganisation, but you think that would be the obvious choice. Straight through switch there. So another change for the Bulls this time. 15 minutes plus added time to play, maybe 16, just looking at the watches. Here comes Cavalier, he's got a bit of space and he's got a bit of time and he takes it on. Cavalier now squares it, anyone arriving? Ball's there, ball's bouncing around. Trotter picks it up, edge of the box, lays it off to Santos. Clips it back in, looking for Bickley. Headed by Reed, falls to LeCain, who tries to bring it down. Now Watson again. Just maybe a little bit has come out of that possession, but Tross is trying to keep it alive. A little flick inside as Mayhew thumps it out. Jumping in is Giles there. Free kick is given against him. Oh, suddenly a moment there of action as the Bulls try and get forward. Now they're having to defend. As Watson gets a touch there, getting ahead of Duncan. And Cavalier trying to get round Reed. Reed does really well there. Looked like Cavalier just sold him, but recovers well. Now Duncan. Still too close to call here. Crowborough have got every chance to get it back into this and getting level. Plenty of time to do so. Mayhew now. Bickley will come across. Time for Duncan, who slips on the ball. Play on though. Duncan gets it back as Swainston arrives and keeps it alive. Far side it goes. Well, blocked there is Lyons by Giles. Up towards Bickley, who looks for the overlap on this far side of Cavalier. He's got a bit of space. Can he just keep the momentum going forward here as he runs towards the area? Reed does a bit. Cavalier tricks past, gets brought down. Well, Reed kicks out there. Should get a card for that, you'd think. The referee will be lenient if he doesn't. Cavalier had got away from him. From what we've seen from Mr. Griffin, he's given cards for less. Looks like there's going to be a little bit of delay here as this Mayhew seems to be struggling. The Bulls have got the free kick, nothing more. Giles with a chance here. Maybe he'll have a little go here. He's got the angle. There's only two in the wall. You'd think maybe on that angle, Homewood's leaving a lot to chances. Mayhew is sitting down and needs treatment. And he's been struggling with that for a while now. One sub on the bench still. And the physio is on. Well, this second half, not quite come to life as yet. Just been moments, there's been pockets. But it's been a real battle between the sides for possession. You see this so often at step 4. There is no real games that will be a steamroller. Neither side tend to run away with it. It happens rarely, but it does happen occasionally. But these sides today pretty matched in terms of possession. The only difference is the goal between them, which is the Bulls just with their noses in front. Chance perhaps now though to make something of this free kick. May have to be the final change. Looks like Mayhew is not going to be able to continue, or the risk of it is too great. He is struggling. Looks like that right leg, perhaps. And it is going to be the last roll of the dice in terms of subs. Josh Turner is on. Off goes Harrison Mayhew, who had a good game up until the injury forced him off. Been pretty solid at the back there, marshalling the back line well with body. Well, it will be Turner who will have to see out the last 10 or so minutes as Giles whips it in. Looking for the head of Bickley. Well, he rises, he gets his head onto it, but he can't get it onto the target. Good delivery from Joe Giles. Goal kick. Could have an interesting last 10 or so here. Body now stepping forward. You think Crowborough? Well, they're going to need to perhaps try and get something out of this game, even if they can get a point. So they're going to perhaps gamble a little bit. Long ball forward, looking for the run again of Carvalho, coming across his body. Back it goes. Crowborough got a couple of games in hands as they've trying to make sure they get enough points on the board. Get themselves up the table, and they've got a chance on the far side now. Here comes Lyons. Going to take on Giles. He goes past him. Lyons now squares it. Well, touch. Somehow, looks like it may well have been a combination of the Kane and or Campbell. Just get a right boot on it. Corner is the result. Lyons will take it. Left foot. Numbers come forward. Lyons, left foot ball towards the near post, headed away by Watson. Forward is Goldsmith. Trotter is there. Stealing in again is Lyons, who squares it. Campbell does enough. Trotter plays himself into trouble, then gets himself out of it immediately. De Santos looking for the lone run of Bickley, who goes up against Reed. Bickley pushing him into the corner. And it will be just a throw-in. The referee sending it back. Bickley doing well there, just to force Reed back into that corner to make sure it takes a little bit of time off at the same time. Back with Homewood. Body forward for the Crows. Muggeridge. Still just trying to knock it around here. Body decides to go long. Looking for the run there. Sandra Schmeichel closed down by Watling and then losing control. Just perhaps took his eye off the ball there. There's Samuel. John McCain will look to put some distance on this to get it down the line in the area where Carvalho is. And then Bickley as well, free header, played there by Swainston. And McCain trying to get it again down the line, but slicing it in the process. Giving it back to the Crows. Plenty of time left. You'd expect a couple of minutes of added time. A little bit more than the first half. Samuel with the header. And again, nice touch inside there by Duncan, but Bulls struggle to clear and then finally do. De Santos jumping, but so is Turner. Goldsmith under pressure. Sonny fouls him. Goldsmith goes down. Definitely a lot of fight left here in the Crows' play. They're still really searching, but they're also pressing and they're creating more. Certainly a lot more pressure coming on the Bulls now as Muggeridge gets it And out to body. Back it goes to Homewood. Well, they won't want to do that too often. No real value in going back to the keeper. Body again, flick forward. Reed will try and get there. Across will come Watling. Watling will go first time. Missed him. Skipped by, lovely by Reed. Inside it comes now. Chance surely. Here's now arriving. Still alive. Still going. Muggeridge. Shot comes in. Well, claims of a penalty. Nothing doing as Samuel goes down. Solid challenge. Looks like Campbell at the end there, but bobbing on in that run was Duncan with Swainston. Looked like either could have taken a shot in the lead up to that. In the end, it's going to be a goal kick for the Jersey Bulls. They were just flying forward, the Crows there. They had bodies running on and just couldn't find, in the end, the shot to test Roche. Not a good clearance there by Roche, and it's already put the pressure straight back on. Now a chance, and Roche is off his line, and he's been lobbed. Well, it's his own making, but he's been saved by the flag. Well, Pierce Roche has moments of brilliance, and he has moments as well where he puts everybody on the edge of their seats, the hearts in the mouths, and only for the offside are the Bulls not back at 2-2 here. Well, a huge sigh of relief as the ball is lost. It's put into the net, but the flag has gone up. Well, the final change will be James Carr to replace Miguel Carvalho. So all the Bulls subs getting a run out this afternoon. Carr will just sit in, you'd think, on that left-hand side. De Santos switching more of a right side. And Pierce Roche, a relieved man. And it looked like it was Duncan who may want to put it in the net. Oh, good play by Samuel again. Controls it, tries to get it inside. Campbell gets there first, then Giles hooks it clear. De Santos helping out. Long ball forward. Bickley's the only Bulls player up there. And again, Sunley helping it back, and then back it comes from Body. Samuel again. Pring. Trying to get that ball forward. Campbell with a header. Samuel again, whips it forward. Nobody there. Well, seconds will be taken up by Roche. He wants to be careful here. Doesn't want to gift one to Duncan. He doesn't. Picks it up. 8-second clock is on. Needs to get rid of this pretty quickly here. He's running out of time. Ooh, just in the nick. Long ball. Better clearance from him. Good header by, looks like Body again coming in, and now Trotter trying to clear it. Lyons back to Goldsmith. Giles keeps his eye on it, plays it back, flicked on by Sunley into the feet of Bickley, who's done well. Can he keep possession here? He's trying to turn away. He's going to take it forward. Bickley still going now, pushing it over to the right-hand side, going to take on Reed, who's done well to get back. Bickley still holds on to it, finally gets a bit of support from Watling. Well, seconds again being pulled off the clock there by Bickley. LeCain, back in numbers are the Crows. Watson into the feet, lovely spin by Bickley. Bickley still going, is he brought down? Well, he goes down, there's nothing in it. He goes down quite easily in the end. You'd think he should have tried to stay up a bit more, maybe just lost a bit of balance as well. No foul, never looked like one. Just a moment, just a chance maybe. Inside again. Sunley, can he get there? Well, he can just about keep it in, and then Momentum takes it out. 2 or 3 minutes here for the Bulls to hang on, plus added time, of course. Well, it's getting nerve-wracking for those watching, no doubt. Those playing need to keep their cool. Samuel again with a flick on inside there to Duncan. Gets it back. Samuel very lively, but Trotter does really well. And then Giles into Samuel, but it will be a Bulls throw. Oh, this is tight. De Santos battling. Headers. De Santos picks it up, skips away from one. can't get away from the second. The ball's cleared into De Santos. Ball finds its way through to Bickley, who's probably not expecting that. Offside, and flag is raised. Quickly taken by Muggeridge, taken from the wrong position. Referee saying, no, not there either. Seeing this a lot more, where referees are pretty insistent on the ball being taken from the right place. And sometimes, of course, it is where the players have taken a little bit of an advantage by gaining a few extra steps forward. Well, back they are at the moment, the Crows, as Homewood in a sweeper-keeper role now, edge of the box and further up towards the halfway line. Looks for a long ball, looking for Muggeridge. Well, nearly gets through again. Touch back to Roche, who makes a good clearance this time. Last minute of the 90. Still can't be sure of the outcome of this game yet. Homewood wants more help. Turner is there. Bickley goes across. And the ball is out. And Giles won't hurry. Gets the ball given to him. And now Body. Can they launch another aerial assault here, the Crows? Just taking their time, trying to find the pass, trying to find the ball that can breach the Bulls' defence. At the moment, Carr is one of the furthest forward. Back there is Lacane. Watson. Now time to think about the Jersey Bulls player of the match this afternoon. There's been some pretty good contenders. Defensively, the Bulls have been really solid at the back. Good performances in the middle as well. Campbell and Watling again have been excellent at the back, with Jay Giles and Johnny Lacane returning as captain. De Santos picking up far side. He's had a good last few minutes since he's been on, battling hard again, always causing problems. But today, for his goal in the first half, a rocket from the man who just seems to find a way out of the pocket and into the space. The Jersey Bulls player of the match for his all-round performance as well as his goal is the Bulls' number 12, Adam Trotter. Jay Giles now will take the throw. We're into added time here. We probably expect another minute or two still. The Bulls have still got work to do. Trotter there on the ball, plays it out nicely to that far side. Sunny now will run towards the corner, but he's blocked off. Back it comes with a little bit of interest. Looking for De Santos, Sunny battling hard again. Still the Crows come. Bickley, good challenge. Watson, sensible. Sunley, chance now for Carr. Carr, can he get there? Not quite. Just enough on it there. Picked up there by Duncan. And now Reid, and Reid urging the play forward, trying to find Samuel. Another big up and under. Duncan is shielded there really well by Watling, who just does exceptional, gets a tug right in front of the referee. Duncan can have no complaints there, just pulling at the right sleeve of Jamie Watling, who's an outstanding gamer as well with Campbell. They seem to have just been able to get there when it's mattered most, when it looked like a chance was created or was going to be taken by the Crows. One of Watling and or Campbell have been there. Roche needs to get on with this. Long ball forward. Flicked on by Bickley. Carr ahead of him. Bickley nods it forward. Ball comes back. Well, Kane's headed it, but he's headed inside to Lyons. Lyons now. Well, Trotter stays tight to him. Trotter now steps inside. Well, he's lost out. Still a chance here for the Crows. Ball's played forward. Campbell with a header and a mistake at the back, but Watling covers back and across. Well, at 6s and 7s for a minute there, but Watling helping out his defensive partner. And that's what you need, to work in pairs, to hunt in pairs. Just as it looked like the Crows might have been able to find another one. Watling to the rescue. Ball goes out. Over 3.5 minutes now added as Francis Lekyamati is changed and ready. He watches on. Giles with the throw. Ball's trying to keep it in the Crows' half, in the Crows' nest, as it were. Now De Santos. Bickley takes it on. Dispossessed. Still a chance to get away here. Maybe one final roll of the dice. Giles again, back down the line. De Santos keeps it in, but can't keep possession as Goldsmith takes it off him. In the middle again is Watson. Ball is flicked on. Chance for Samuel with pace now. Balls have to be careful. Well, again, this time Giles helping out Trotter. Oh, there's been some dicey moments in this last few. Somehow the ball's just resisting. And the ball goes out. Goldsmith can't keep it in. Well, how much time has Mr. Griffin added on? Long throw again. Bickley flicks on. Pring with the header. Referee stops it for the head injury. And down is Goldsmith. An accidental coming together there. The drop ball, it will be, Bickley will just leave it. Back it goes to Homewood. Can he launch another ball forward? Well, he plays it short this time, and he plays it into trouble, and incoming, and it's a sliding challenge to a body play on. Bickley now trying to find a way through. Well, Carr has been absolutely clattered there. He's gone down, James Carr. He's not got up, and surely the referee will have to do something about that. Well, he blows the whistle. It is all over. The Bulls have hung on here by their fingertips. A really battle faced them in the second half. A battle from the Crows, who threw everything at them. They got the goal on just after the break with Samuel Smikely to make it 2-1, to cut the deficit. But somehow, despite the pressure, the Bulls held on. Well, there isn't a murder from the Crows today. It's been as tight as they come. The Bulls manage somehow to hold on and take all 3 points. The player of the match for the Jersey Bulls, with the first goal on 19, Adam Trotter. The own goal by Harry Reid made it 2-0. The recovery just after the break, which gave Crowborough hope, from Samuel Smikely with the goal. But the Bulls run out in the end, 2-1 winners. It's Crowborough Athletic 1, it's Jersey Bulls 2. And now the Bulls will get themselves together as they come again next Saturday. A game on the road at Sittingbourne against the Brickies. Well, the Bulls have bagged another 3. It's all over here today in the early kickoff. Hope you've enjoyed watching it. We'll see you next time.